Hey guys, this is Nick with Nick's Collectables. What I have for you today is G.I. Joe Attack on Cobra Island Cobra Trooper. I've been really excited to do this guy. I haven't had time yet. I've actually had him since just before the actual official release date, but I'm looking forward to digging into him. This is probably the best I have ever seen a Cobra Trooper looking, just from looking at him in the box. So what we're going to do is we're going to break him open, we're going to take a look at him, we're going to see what we like and what we don't like. So stick around. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started and have some fun. Alright, let's take a look at the Cobra Trooper. I frigging love this guy. This is, without a doubt, the best Cobra Trooper I have ever owned. If this does not change the mind of some of the haters of this line, then I just really do not know what Hasbro has to do to make you happy. This looks like a more badass version of the original Trooper. The helmet looks very reminiscent of the original with some modern touches. The goggles, those are new, but I have to admit, I like how they look. He could go on a night mission, and they look very snake-like, and the best part is, both of these come off. Once you take those off, you're left with probably one of my favorite head sculpts of the line. It looks like he's ready for any kind of wet work situation you want to put him in, and it still looks very much like a Cobra Trooper, just with more modern flourishes. This is how you do a remake of an iconic figure. Let's dig in a bit more and take a look at some of his other features, like his flak jacket. This thing is loaded to bear. Look at all this stuff. His knife is up near his shoulder. He has a holster for not one, but both pistols. He has two rifles, both of which that peg into his bag. I really like that all the weapons that he has, he can store in his person. Most of the time what you run into with figures is that you can store one weapon, maybe two, and then the rest end up in a box somewhere or in a bag, but not on the figure. Everything has a place and looks like it's in a good spot and a logical spot for a soldier. The flak jacket itself actually looks really great and evenly spaced so that you can see the Cobra emblem. Moving on to his arms, they actually look really good. They even have a Cobra symbol on the back of the hand, which is really nice. The hand itself rotates really well, and the elbow bends pretty much a little past 90, and he even has some bicep rotation and really good arm rotation. So for mobility, this guy's spot on. I actually dig the arm sculpt as well. The detailing is really good and in keeping with the head sculpt along with the rest of the figure, which makes this whole arm really pretty much a winner in my book. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the flak jacket. Again, I have to say I love how everything pegs in where it's supposed to. And even once you pull the weapons off, you can see that they really did not skimp on the details. It has really good texturing and weathering to it, and just fits in so nicely overall with the figure that I don't really have any major complaints. I mean, so far, the figure looks pretty much on point. But let's go ahead and finish up by taking a look at how his legs look and move before we go ahead and wrap up with some of the weapons and stuff by taking a closer look at them. The legs themselves look good. They match the coloring of the rest of them, and the texturing on the pants legs look good and add another level of detail to the figure, showing that once more how much they really want to make this a good line for fans. I also like the shin guards and how they match with the rest of the boots and everything like that. The mobility on these legs is fantastic. I mean, just look at all the range of motion you get out of this guy. I mean, why would you need this much out of a common soldier figure? I have no idea, but I like it. Before we wrap up, let's go ahead and take a look at a few more things. First, his weapons. He has two pistols, both of which are identical. You also can see he actually has a knife. It's a pretty standard looking knife. It's got a few nice flourishes on it, but overall, fairly standard. Lastly, he has his rifles. One looks like it's a long range weapon, and one looks like it's an SMG style weapon. I'm really happy with the range of weapons, but it actually leaves me wondering why he has like 5 weapons and why Roadblock only got just the one. So, before we go much further, let's go ahead and take a look at him size-wise. He stands about 6 inches tall and actually compares well to the rest of the line. I think he looks pretty good next to almost anything in the classified line of figures. The dark, menacing look contrasts well against the broader aesthetics of, say, Scarlet, And he matches up well to the Cobra Island Roadblock as well, making him a really good blend of both variants in this particular line. In the end, I'd have to say that if you're into the class of Unlon, this guy's a must-have. Frankly, even if you're not into the series, this guy's worth having. He's just a really good representation of a Cobra Trooper. Matter of fact, he actually may be my favorite trooper ever, and I highly recommend you go ahead and pick one up. You know, if he's ever in stock anywhere. That's about it for me on this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed it kind of being done in mostly one take. I may try to do this more if this seems more of a feasible way of doing things. As always, if you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a like. If you like my content and you find some more stuff you like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notify button. That way you don't miss anything that I'm doing. I'm going to be doing more streaming and more other fun things on the channel, so if you don't put those on there, you're probably going to miss out on some content that you might really enjoy. But until next time, guys, I'm out.